Today is our second rest day on the Camino Primitivo. We spent half the day in Lugo before driving to Las Catedrales Beach. We also met up with my granddad in Lugo, and it was fun hearing stories about the city he went to school in.
We just turned the corner, and here are the Roman walls of Lugo. So Lugo is the only city in Spain with a complete Roman wall. There's a museum of this, and we're gonna go see it later. We're walking into the old town. So the center of Lugo is pretty small. It's really well preserved. The walls are complete around it. Later today we'll walk around the walls. Enjoy this. You can walk around the complete thing. A couple years ago, Pablo and I came and ran 5K around the walls. The footing wasn't great, but it was super fun. It's a little rough up there. They are 2,000 years old, so.
Pablo took us to the pastry shop they used to go to when he was little, and we selected a bunch of different pastries and tried every one.
Café con leche and a sargadella's cup. Yep.
Make it sound like we're going to eat the cup.
So we are in the main square of Lugo. We're having a coffee right at that cafe, or about to. Over here, the main square is lined with cafes. This is the City Hall of Lugo, which is very pretty. You can see they have these nice covered areas. Drinkable water for your dog or your person. The Camino goes right through this main square in Lugo, and those steps in front of us lead to the area near the cathedral. So, here we're walking from the main square past the cathedral to the gate that exits through the wall. This is the Camino route. If you look straight ahead where we're walking, you can see a ramp. That ramp is one of the access points to the top of the wall. Like a lot of the cathedrals in Europe, the Lugo Cathedral was built a little at a time. It started in 1129, progressed a lot during the 15 and 1600s, was damaged by an earthquake in 1755, and repaired after that. The result is a nice change from the Gothic cathedrals we've admired along the trip. Unfortunately, the cathedral was closed the day we were there. We've been in before, and it's really a good one. You can see here as we walk around the back of the cathedral, the different architectural styles that are all mixed together. Kind of interesting. There are a number of places where you can access the Roman wall.
This is one of them.
And this is one of them, yep. So this is, I'll walk on the smoother part because feet are kind of sore. This is where the Romans built the wall surrounding the city. Close to 2,000 years ago. We'll get the exact dates later today. The people of Lugo are still using this wall. They've turned it into a park. And we've jogged here before. And honestly, it was very exciting. There's the cathedral. Here we are. So. The Roman walls of Lugo. Pretty amazing. They surround the entire city.
A few interesting facts about this wall. It's over 2 kilometers around, has 71 towers and 10 gates, and it's 14 feet wide, which is all about 5 meters. After exploring the wall a bit, we went to meet Pablo's dad for lunch. This part of downtown Lugo is filled with cafes that have cool outdoor areas as well as interiors with tons of history. We had some tapas with Pablo's dad and discussed how strange it was to be in Lugo and not see most of our family. We have a lot of family here, and they're the type of family that get together often. However, COVID rules in Spain in the summer of 21 forbid gatherings of more than 6 people. So for now, we had to keep things small.
So we're climbing up onto the Roman wall. So this was a defensive wall.
Did they ever use it as a road? You know what I need to know, right?
Yep.
So you can see how wide the road is, or the wall. It's substantial. You can probably tell that we love Lugo, and it's been a go-to spot for our family for years. We've been enjoying this wall almost every year since the kids were little, and have enjoyed showing it to our friends. So a lot of these houses in Lugo need a lot of work, and look at that. That's going to be beautiful, that blue one. And then the one next to it is just waiting for the right person to come along. So we've met up with Pablo's dad for lunch and a walk around the wall. Gives you an idea of the scope of the size of the wall. It's big. It's a major defensive wall. Lugo is a great city to visit, but you can really see it in half a day. So for the afternoon, if you have a way to rent a car or somebody to take you, we recommend a day trip to Las Catedrales Beach. Las Catedrales is a beach about an hour north of Lugo. It's a vast beach with amazing stone formations. They call them the Halls of Natural Wonder, and I can see why, because I've never seen another beach like it. And it's all only revealed at low tide. We prefer to visit when low tide is at a time of day that others don't like 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. But today was the only day we could come, so we didn't get a chance to choose, and it was crowded.
Today we're at one of our favorite places in northern Spain, Las Catedrales Beach.
It's on the shore of Galicia. During July and August, you have to sign up for a pass that's free to get to the beach to kind of control the number of people that can be down here. And so we have our passes, and we're going to go down to Las Catedrales Beach. So to get down to the beach, you take these steps. And look, this is a group of ladies, including some nuns, singing and dancing. So a lot of people are here to see the rock formations, and others are here just to enjoy the beach. We're here at low tide, which obviously is critical in planning your visit. And you can find out what time the low tides are on the internet. This beach is split into two parts by a big rocky area. The part where the rocks look like the flying buttresses of a cathedral is on the far part, so you have to cross over the rocks to see it. Some people never see the best part because they won't cross over the rocks, but climbing the rocks and trying to find the best path to the other side is one of our favorite things about coming here. To get a clear shot, we've climbed all the way up here. There's rocks everywhere around here. We climbed out here. Now we're going to climb over to that area so we can see the arches. So climbing over here is half the fun. But now that we're here, let's see the sights. So this beach is called the Cathedrales, Las Catedrales, because there are natural arches that have formed along the edges of these cliffs that look like flying buttresses of cathedrals. So that's how it got its name. And it's very crowded today because it's a Sunday in July, and that's the month everyone in Spain goes on vacation. But it doesn't change the beauty of the formations, which are really stunning. We're not quite here at high tide, or low tide. Low tide was an hour ago, so the water's starting to come up already. So we're wearing our one and only shoes that we're using to walk the Camino. So we're not planning to get our feet wet. You get a feel for how the arches are lined up right there. So that's 2 of them. Here's another that we're going to walk under. So these are some of the little caves that you can explore back in the back, and a lot less people back here. Over time, we've spent hours exploring this beach and all the parts of it at different tide levels. It's not a place you can come into and just lose track of time, because you'll get stuck. And if you get stuck down here, that's a problem, because at high tide, this is all underwater, and the ocean here is really rough. So you gotta see it, enjoy it, climb back over the rocks and back up the steps. But all kinds of just little nooks and crannies under here. Here you can see that's 3 of them lined up. And then there's like little arches here, there. Really cool. Really cool. See that other arch out on the beach. Coming to Las Catedrales was a really nice change of pace before we started our last 4 days of walking. Considering that we were trying to keep our shoes dry, we almost waited too late to come back, because here you can see that the water was coming up around the rocks, and Pablo almost got wet. He had to wait for the wave to go out before he could jump across. So they've blocked some of these spots off. I think it's probably because of rocks falling. A big piece of the main arch fell off earlier this year. I mean, like half the top fell off into the water. So way back in the day, before they banned it and before half the arch fell off, you used to be able to climb up there. And I have my picture at the very top of the arch. And I'll tell you, it was kind of scary because it was really windy up there. And now when I think back on it, it's really scary because half of it fell off. But I don't think it fell off because of me. I'm not that heavy.
Right, I don't think a couch cushion would have fallen off.
No, but they don't, you can't go up there anymore. For good reason. They've had that banned for years. And that is Las Catedrales Beach. One of our very favorite places in Spain. If low tide is early in the morning, like we've come here before at 7 at low tide, and there were about 3 other people here, and it was amazing. And you just check the tides online, and during your visit you can find a day where low tide is at a time where most people are asleep, and come, and it is so peaceful and beautiful here.
We seem to have made a habit of not resting much on our rest days. Even though we did a lot today, it was pretty easy on our feet. It's not on the Camino Primitivo, but we hope you enjoyed this detour and get a chance to make it yourself. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.